Many nutrition coaches struggle to start because they fear they have so much to do to actually start. They try to figure out where to start, but end up in analysis paralysis and actually being stuck. So in this live, I want to give you just enough information that you can actually get started getting your first client, and then you can develop over time the next steps of your coaching business. So our mantra for today is really clarity comes from action. About an hour ago, I've shared a checklist that helps you get started in 24 hours or less. And I'm going to walk you through this checklist with lots and lots of tips so you really understand what you can do today until the end of the day to actually get started. And I promise you, if you follow these steps, you will feel so excited and you feel so much momentum because you finally get started, you finally make progress, you develop a better coaching business, and you develop yourself as a coach. So I highly recommend you check out the checklist as well after this video, and I will add the link in the description in the comment section. So before we can start attracting clients, we have to clarify something important. What is the biggest problem that we want to solve? And I will give you a couple of ideas towards the end of the video of how to determine this. But right now, you need to understand very roughly who you want to work with. Is it bikini athletes? Is it young moms? Are they older dads that want to maybe get some fitness again to be able to spend time with their grandkids? Whatever it is, you have to roughly understand the biggest problem that you want to face. Getting on stage, losing baby weight, getting healthier again. And then you have to determine, how do you want to solve this problem? Again, it doesn't have to be super detailed, but you have to understand how to solve it. Maybe it's the deep health PN approach. Maybe it's an habit-based approach. Maybe you prefer calorie counting or intuitive eating, but you need to understand how you're going to solve it. And then clarify the biggest result. And often this is the opposite of the biggest problem. So somebody is able to win a competition as a bikini model, or somebody is able to feel confident in their new mom body again, or somebody is actually able to pick up their grandkids and hold them up so the grandkid can put on the star on the Christmas tree. Whatever it is, you have to clarify the biggest problem, how you're going to solve it, and the results. Once you have a rough idea who you want to work with, you need to get in front of the clients. That means if you're an online coach, a really easy solution is to go into Facebook groups. You can use the search bar and search bikini model competition or weight loss bikini model. You can search new moms, new groups for new moms, or weight loss new moms, baby body, get your pre-baby body back, or fit over 50, weight loss over 50, first time grandparent, whatever it is. You can search on Facebook and find these groups. Other opportunities are online forums like Reddit or Quora, where you can join a discussion of your ideal clients. From there, once you have joined one of these groups or multiple of these groups, you can introduce yourself. And one thing that I've learned from working in Precision Nutrition's Facebook groups is, don't be salesy. All the admins have very fine antenna noticing when you're salesy. So think about, how would a client introduce themselves? So you can do something like, oh, I've struggled all my life with actually being fit. And the last couple of years, I learned how to stay fit in my 50s. And now I help other young grandparents to develop the strength and the fitness again. Or you can talk about, I've tried so many times to win a bikini competition, but I always struggled with not being able to follow the plan. Since And now I help bikini models to drop the extreme weights and have a longer sustainable approach, whatever it is. Add something funny so it doesn't read like a sales pitch. So you can say something like, oh, by the way, one of my biggest motivator is my Chihuahua. Or I always like to cook on Sunday, but on Wednesday by the latest, I eat something out. Or I have this crazy obsession with this and this chocolate. And end the introduction with something like what you want from this introduction. So I would love to hear from you. Have you made similar experiences? Or I'm here to connect. I'm really looking forward to the engagement. No. So you have clarified what the biggest problem is. Now you are in front of your ideal clients with an introduction. And don't start selling. I promise you, people don't like this at all. So instead of trying to get a client from a group, start by giving as much as possible. So go to the top three most active threads. You can sort this in a Facebook group and respond to these threads. Give the best information that you have and as much information that you have. And over time, and you can do this all the time, you take your phone, you write a quick comment when you're on your way, and leave the conversation again. Because over time, people will start to see you. People will start to recognize you. Maybe people will even start to tag you, send you friend requests. And that's then your opportunity to continue the conversation. And I talk in my new program, How to Sell Your First Coaching Package, much more deeply about how you can continue these DM conversations, how you build a gap between what the biggest problem is and the result that they wish. So you emotionally connect them with the pain that they're experiencing. And so you can then offer something really cool, a free assessment or a free discovery call, so you can make the sell. But while you're waiting and developing these relationships, you can learn so incredibly much about your ideal clients because you can take notes about the most active threads. And they are an inspiration for some of the content you might share, some of the questions that you might share on your personal account. Your responses, save them and see how people respond. You can reuse these responses and post something as a reel, as a story, as a square post, whatever it is. But you can also go through the responses in a group and see what response did get the most likes or the most love or the most responses. So you get an idea of what people really resonate with. And you can even take the idea, expand on it, and create new content. So joining a group, being active, giving, developing these relationships is key. It's not only to develop relationships to get clients, but also to develop your understanding of your ideal client. Because this will also help you develop your coaching program by understanding what beliefs your ideal clients have, what desires they have, and how they are feeling. You can write a coaching program that is designed specifically for them. And this is really the key. When you design something that is designed for them, that's much more attractive and much more valuable because they see themselves in their struggle and they see themselves in the bright future and then say, Robin knows something and I want to work with him. So while you start developing these relationships, you can develop your program. And then the checklist goes into a couple of other things like what price do you want, what number of clients, and so on. And then technical things like how do you create an account for your Zoom account and your written account and a client info tracker and so on and so on. But if you want to get a little bit more help in crafting these messages, understanding the group dynamic and how to develop relationships, and especially what can you write to open a conversation and then lead the conversation to a discovery call. I cover this and a lot more in my new free course, How to Sell Your First Coaching Package. The link is in the description below, in the description here somewhere. And if you have any questions around the idea of joining the group, doing market research while developing relationships and developing your test program so it really fits your ideal clients, let me know any questions around this in the comments below. And again, I highly recommend you check out my new free course, How to Sell Your First Coaching Package. Have a great day.